Yeah, where's messages? I want to thank Richard J. Taylor. Yeah, I want to thank Richard J. Taylor for some depositing some money into my PayPal. He may have been watching my YouTube videos, or he may have just been watching my streaming. And Richard J. Taylor, I can't thank you enough. My bank account was empty, and you were kind enough to make a donation to my channel. So Richard J. Taylor, I can't thank you enough. So, I was able to have a late night out, and thanks to people like Richard J. Taylor for supporting my stream. Good morning, Sam the Banner Man. Hi. I'd also like to give a special mention this morning to my good friend from the Netherlands, Sam de Bannerman. Now, this young man, he worked tirelessly and has worked tirelessly on my channel behind the scenes to help build up my chess.com chess club account, but he's also helped me with any technical problems that I've had on my stream. And Sam de Bannerman, we salute you, son. And it's like all his compatriots from the country of the Netherlands. These are wonderful people. They've got wonderful hearts, wonderful people from the Netherlands. People all over the world are wonderful. But just a special thank you to my good friends from the Netherlands, including the master of, I was going to say the master of disaster. No, maybe in his chess he might be the master of disaster. Sam de Bannerman, that's right. So thank you, Sam. It reminds me of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, the movie by the Kiwi director. In the movie, the Lord of the Rings, Frodo is going to destroy the ring right in the volcano. Mordor, that's right, Mordor. He's going to put the ring back into the... but he couldn't have done it without his good friend Sam. And sometimes I think Sam de Bannerman reminds me of Sam in the movie from the Lord of the Rings. He's always there for you and to support you. And when everything's crashing around you, Sam's there. Thank you, Sam. Good morning, Narista. I love you too, my friend. I love all my chess subscribers and followers. And any special requests? Have we got any special requests, Narista? Or Sam, or the Incredible? Have you got any special requests that you would like to make this morning? Are there any particular old masters that you might want me to find some games to play through, or would you like to do some puzzles this morning, or together, of course, or would you like me to play through a game and ask you guys what the next move is, try to give you some good chess training, or would you like to train me? Would you like to train me? Narista says, I just had a double of bourbon and a good cigar. It's early evening here. Oh, there you go, Narista. Yeah, but as I say, I can't thank, it's a special thank you morning. And I want to again thank Richard J. Taylor. I'm going to write this name down. I'm trying to thank Richard J. Taylor for making a donation to my channel. It's the largest donation that I had. I won't tell you how much it was, but well, it wasn't $100 or anything like that, but it was a bit less than that. But Rumpelsnatz to subscribe with Prime. You see, even a small donation like Rumpelsnatz made by subscribing with Prime. And to subscribe with Prime is free, as we know. That really... Oh, he's got to go to bed. Oh, it's my fault, Rumpelsnatz, because I woke up late. I had a late night last night. But tomorrow morning, I'll try to get up early and stream so that I'm in your time zone, Rumplesnat. If that helps you, I'll do that just for you, Rumplesnat. Tomorrow morning, I'll try to get up early, no matter if I have a late night tonight. I'll try to get up early for Rumplesnat, and because he's so loyal, he's got to go to bed now. So if I'd streamed 2 hours earlier this morning here, it's 9:32 a.m. here. So if I'd streamed this morning at say 7 o'clock, Rumplesnat could have been watching for 2 hours before he went to bed. But he's had a couple of bourbons, cigar. He's going to bed, and I'm having some breakfast here, and I've got a couple of wheat bix, and I've got my blueberries in there. And from New Zealand, I've got a bit of kiwi fruit, a bit of golden kiwi fruit. And I was playing snooker. I was playing snooker the other day. I've had a terrible time playing snooker lately. I've been losing all my games. Not chess, snooker. Anyway, so I was talking to this bloke. He's 92 years or 94 years old, right? Anyway, so if you want to live a healthy life, this is what he said. He said, you don't drink, Rumplesnat. Yeah, you don't drink. And this is how he lived to 94, he reckons. He's outlived all his siblings, 10 of them. He had 10 people in his family, and they're all gone, passed away, except him. He's 94. And he said to me, I gave up smoking when I was 15, and he says, I don't drink. He said, all my organs, he said, they're in tip-top condition. He's 94, still looks after himself, manages his house. He hurt his thumb the other day when he was fixing his fence. He's 94 years old. I mean, gee, wouldn't you like to be going like that when you're 94? And and he said, one of the secrets, he said, get some bran and put it on your cereal in the morning. He said, and that cleans you out, right? So this is the health channel this morning. No, but I thought it was very important. You've got to listen to these older guys, right? Especially guys that are 94 years of age. They must have done something right, okay? They must have done something right. It's not just all genetics. They've looked after themselves, and they've had either a strict exercise regime, not done stupid things, and just lived a reasonably clean life. Anyway, so yeah, bran. He said, what is that? Oh, it's bran, fibre. I'll get you the packet. I'll go and grab it, and I'll show you what I've been eating. Yeah, hold on. I'll get you the packet. A packet of bran. It's just bran. It's bran with fibre. 1 second. Now this is not a commercial. This is not a commercial for the local store. You know how you got Woolworths and Coles all over the world. No, this is what I bought this morning. Only $2.90 a box, and that's the brand. See? Yeah. So he says everything in moderation. His bacon and eggs and the occasional drink, but his portions and frequency of drinking were within reasonable limits. That's right. G'day, I am Naruski. Hello. Yeah, so that's just a bit of bran. Here it is. Bran. Looks like bloody worms, doesn't it? Anyway, but no, it's not. It's you could say, oh, but it wouldn't taste good. Yeah, it tastes okay. It's fine, and especially if you have it with your wheat bix and your blueberries. You get some blueberries, right? And these things help your mind stay sharp. So when you're playing your chess, you have a clear mind to exact your moves and your plans upon your opponent. Richard J. Taylor, what a hero. Norista says, Topke says, I'm from the UK and never heard of it. Thank you. Oh. Maybe they want you sick. Norista says, my granddad lived to 96. He actually put an O instead of an I, because the O and the I are next to the keyboard. He says he loved till he was 96. So he was still in the bed making love at 96 years of age. His granddad, Norista's granddad. And he said everything in moderation, including making love, he says. He has bacon and eggs and the occasional drink, but his portions and frequency of drinking were within reasonable limits. G'day, Rat Chow. You subscribed with Prime. Thank you, my friend. If you want to be a smarty like Rat Chow and be clever, this is how you get your free subscription. There we go. You can get, I'll put it in the chat. You can subscribe for free every month by connecting your Amazon Prime to your Twitch account. And you just do a free 30-day trial. So it's pretty cool. Quite a number of people are subscribed with Prime now. They think, oh, why should I you know, like, so if you can pay the few dollars to subscribe, or you can just, if you're a bit short of money, you can always subscribe with Prime. Have we got any special requests this morning? Any special requests? Has everyone seen my game that I played against the Grandmaster bot? Oh, I played the Grandmaster 2800. I think it was only Razor Faruja. I think it was not. I'll get correct. Hold on. I played the GM bot. I was playing offline the other day. Can you see there? I played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games there. And I won 10 out of 11, so that helped. And they're all around about 2100. All the opponents were around about 2000 to 2100. So I got my rating back up a bit because it was a bit patchy before that. But there was the other day I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 wins in a row. That was all right. But I was playing Jacob L. Schnaker. Jacob the Schnaker. I've got to have a look in the library. G'day, Halius FTW. Good morning. The Incredibles has asked for some puzzles to start. Good way to start the morning. But before that, I'm going to show you my game against, because for the people that might not have seen it, I'm going to show you my game against the Grandmaster Anish Giri bot, rated 2,800, right? Okay, so this is the Grandmaster Anish Giri bot, rated 2,800. And we're in the chess.com classroom. Okay, so I've been, oh boy, late night. So just make sure you can see this. You can't see it. I want to bring you all into the chess.com. Here it is. Okay. So we're in the classroom here, and you can see the position now. This is the Magician, that's me. rated against 2163 against the Giri bot, Anish Giri chess bot at chess.com, the artificial intelligence. And it's rated 2,800. And Anish Giri bot is playing the white pieces, and honestly, he was killing me. He was killing me. But in this game, I'm going to show you. Okay, The Incredible just subscribed with Prime. Thank you, The Incredible. In this game, I'm going to show you. I'm going to take you through the processes of how I thought during the game and why I made certain moves and the reasons behind the moves so that you can improve your chess too and maybe you can beat a grandmaster, okay? You might say, oh, that's not possible. Yes, it is possible, right? Remember, I had a draw against a grandmaster, played a 3,000 rating performance when I caught a grandmaster in a book trap in the Marshall variation in late title Tuesday, right? So if I can draw with a grandmaster, play at 3,000 rating performance, and all I did was I memorised the book trap, right, in the Marshall attack. So if you can do something like that, well, then you too can beat a grandmaster and grab a grandmaster scalp, okay? So here we go. We're just going to play through this. So the Anish Giri, the grandmaster, super grandmaster, Anish Giri bot played E4. He's rated 2,800, remember. I played E5. Okay, so I played E5. And I'm playing the black pieces. Now, for the beginners out there, we all know that when you push the pawn here, you develop your bishop and you develop your queen. And we all know about the 3-move and 4-move checkmate. I hope you passed that. Anyway, so Anish Giri plays knight down and attacks the pawn. So he's only played 2 moves. He's already got me thinking about him capturing the pawn and being a pawn down. What am I going to do against the super grandmaster? Well, I've got to reply to every move that he makes. This is very important in chess. There's a bit of yin and yang here, and a bit of balance and counterbalance in chess. And if you know how to keep the balance in the position, you can draw against any grandmaster. And I was playing the world chess champion Ding Liren bot the other day. And I had a draw against the Ding Liren bot, and it was rated 2,802 on the artificial intelligence level. Anyway, so I played knight c6, the usual opening here. And this move here just defends the pawn, right? So you firstly, what you've got to do is when you're a beginner, beginners make a mistake. And one mistake that you want to see from the black side, do you? I could just switch the board around if I know how to do it. No. How do I switch the board around? I know I can. There's usually a little thing where you can switch it. You can change the board around. Oh boy, change the board around. He wants me to change the board around. Well, I can't change it right now. Anyway, so we're looking for the black pieces. We can see that. There's normally an icon here like double arrows, 1 arrow up and 1 arrow down, but I can't see it. I can't see it in the chess.com classroom. I can go back. And see if I can find it the other way. Okay. I'll go back here. I'm going back. So I'm going back a different way. Library. All right, and this A.I.Bot, here we go again. We'll try again. Right, and sometimes in the analysis room you might be able to so I'm in the chess.com analysis room, not the classroom now. Maybe they've got the little thing to change the board around. Where's the little arrow? Trying to make you guys happy. I just can't see it. I just want to change the board. What's this one? Starting position. No. I can't change it. Can't change the board around. Oh, yes, I can. Yeah. Okay. No, I can't change it, I don't think. I can't see the switch to flip it over. Normally there is a switch when you can flip it. E4, E5, knight F3. Oh, I've changed it, haven't I? Knight F3, knight C6. Yeah, so I've switched it over and we're in the analysis room. Okay, so knight C6, we're just defending the E pawn, which Giri, the Anish Giri, has attacked with the knight. Okay. He played bishop to B5. And this will be happening a lot to you if you're playing the black pieces. It's the Ruy Lopez. It's been played for 100 years or more. And it's a sharp opening. And the idea behind the opening, this is one of the important things. The grandmasters will, you do their courses there, but you've got to find out what the reasons are behind moves. You don't want to just learn the openings like a parrot. You've got to understand what are the reasons behind the moves. Well, the reason behind this move, bishop here, is are many-fold. There's not one reason. There's several reasons. It's not just about moving the bishop. This move here, it does several things. The first thing it does is it prepares to castle, right? So you might think, oh, he's threatening your knight. No. That's not what it's all about. Number one, he's threatening he can castle and get rapid development because black hasn't castled. Black's going to make 3 moves before he can castle. And you're playing a super grandmaster and he's already to castle and he wants to attack you. Well, that's a tough thing to answer. So that's why he's playing sharp lines such as bishop b5. Bobby Fischer used to play the Ruy Lopez, and he used to be an exponent, a specialist in the Ruy Lopez opening. And all these super grandmasters like Anish Giri and Magnus Carlsen and Jan Nepomniachtchi and Ding Liren and all of them, Jan Christoph Duda, they all understand and know the reasons behind the openings, right? So one is to castle, right? Another reason for playing bishop here is, you could have played bishop here and had the Italian game, couldn't you, right? But no, he's chosen bishop here because bishop here is multifunctional. It immediately does threaten to take the knight at some stage and recapture the pawn, or not recapture, but capture the pawn, because this knight is the defender to this pawn. Now, he's setting the stage for a marvellous play, right? As a matter of fact, the Anish Giri bot 2800 plays a beautiful chess game against me here. It really does. It was crushing me. But you'll find out what happened. I played A6, right? So now the whole idea of A6. It used to be played a lot. It was one of the main moves by people like Anatoly Karpov and Garry Kasparov and all those types of people way back when. And so they've been playing this move for a long time. The whole idea is if you take the knight, right? If you take the knight, remember this bishop here came here for several reasons. One was to develop quickly, not to and get ready to castle, but not to just capture things and win a pawn, because the main line here is if you take the knight and the pawn takes back, right? Now, you could castle, go safe, but if you made a move like knight takes pawn, well, after queen here, the pawn would be hit and the knight, right? So, and there's also a queen here, threatening the knight and this pawn. So you don't want to get into a messy game like that. And grandmasters don't get into messy games. And not only that, when you take the knight, right, the pawn could take back, and that opens up this bishop. Right, so black's got two bishops open and white's only got one knight developed. Well, grandmasters don't like that. What the grandmasters really like is they like to have all their pieces active, not yours, right? So let's see how the grandmaster plays. Well, he plays bishop a4. And that's what Bobby Fischer used to always play. That was Bobby Fischer's main move. And that of many of the other super grandmasters. And the whole idea is you still have your original, white still got the original plan in place to have two pieces developed vis-a-vis the knight and the bishop, be ready to castle, and to control that central white square. It's all about white square control here too, folks. When the bishop, if the bishop goes back here, it's controlling that square, okay? So there we go. You can have a delay, what's called the delayed exchange, and then take the knight, depending on what black moves next, you could take the knight, have a delayed exchange. You could do that. However, we'll just see what the Super Grandmaster A.I.Bot Anish Giri does. So I played knight to f6. So now I've got the two knights out. I've got the two knights developed. Okay. And this game was played on the 8th of June, right? So what's today? What's today, the 8th of June? It's the 10th of June today. So this was only played 2 days ago. So I bring my knight out, and my idea is to attack this pawn. Well, he played pawn there, didn't he? Isn't that a simple move by a super grandmaster? He just pushes the pawn one square, he forms a lovely pawn chain, and at the same time he develops a chain, he opens a beautiful bishop line. See? With no risk. He's done nothing. He hasn't attacked me or anything or taken anything off, but he is now, by playing pawn here and protecting that pawn, he is now threatening to take this knight and take this pawn. So I've got to do something about it. Okay, so that's one of the things very important in chess, and I repeat it again and again and again to you guys. Examine all checks and examine all captures. Some of the people that have been watching my channel, Chessmaster vs. Amateur by Irva. Know it. Fantastic book. Oh, thank you, Narista. Narista is recommending a book by Max Irva. Max Irva was from Holland, I believe. He was a world chess champion. And he says Chessmaster vs. Chess Amateur by Max Irva. Okay. So I played d6. I decided, well, I'll just protect my pawn by playing pawn there, and have my own pawn chain like Grandmaster Giri has, right? He played c4. Now this is a very intelligent move, and remember it's a chess bot move too, so it's a very strong move. And the idea, what's the idea behind it? Firstly, why didn't white castle? Well, white decided he doesn't have to castle. He thought, I know what I'll do. I'll put in place another plan. Right? So he's got a long-term plan to slowly crush me. Right? And he did. He did slowly crush me. So I'm playing the Anish Giri bot. Now here, his plan is to crush me slowly and outplay me positionally and squeeze me like a boa constrictor. You know how a boa constrictor wraps itself around its prey and squeezes the chest, and so that they can't get any oxygen, and then basically that's it. They got you. And then they can swallow you up slowly and dispose of your body. Well, that's what I think Anish Giri wanted to do to me. Anyway, so I played bishop e7. I wanted to get ready to castle because Anish is getting ready to castle. But the reason for his move here, and this is what you have to understand in chess, why did your opponent make that move? You've got to ask yourself these questions. When they make a move, you've got to say to yourself, why did he or she make that move? Okay? Or why did the artificial intelligence make that move? The reason that they made that move was it wanted to fix control on d5. You see that? I can never push a pawn here now. Never. So what White's doing is saying, well, that square's mine. Right? And there's nothing I can do about it. Nothing. There was no way to stop that. So I've got to build up my plan around that. So if he's controlling the white squares, logically my plan or your plan, if you're playing black, has to be you have to fight back on the black squares in the centre. You can't fight back on the white squares, right? Unless you move your knight at some stage, then push a pawn to c6, right? And then play d5. But the pawn here will be then loose. You see the problems that the artificial intelligence is creating for you? In a simple variation, and this is a book position, well, he played h3. Now, this move again, the artificial intelligence doesn't castle. He leaves the option open to castle. But what he does do is, firstly, he's pinning your knight against your king so it can't move. Secondly, he puts the pawns here so you can't play d5 and break your game free, right? You can't release your power of all your pieces. And now he plays h3 to stop the pin against the knight over the queen. So basically what he's doing is he's just slowly stopping all your good moves, right? That's what he's doing. He's slowly stopping all your good moves, right? So that he can just choke you slowly and trying to grab space and control. He's a control nut, a control freak. That's what he is. The Anish Giri bot, you're a control freak, son. Anyway, so I've castled. So I complete my development. And there's a risk there too, because I've got to identify that after h3, the Anish Giri bot can play g4 and start attacking my king. Right? So I've got to think about that, but I have no choice. I can't castle queenside because I've already got all these little holes here, and if he started pushing pawns down here, he'd break my queenside open. I'd get mated very quickly against the artificial intelligence. So that's why I castled, and the castle position is one of the safest positions to be in because you have your beautiful pawns all set in motion here on their original squares. That's the strongest structure you can have. And we'll have some cereal before it all goes away. Yeah, so... once you've completed your development, you can be ready to tackle all the problems. White castles. I fully expected Anish Giri to play knight to c3 here because he wasn't castling or anything. And he hasn't committed his king to the queenside or kingside. But he decided he doesn't want to play knight. He wants to have an option of playing knight here, knight there, and knight there maybe. So he's giving more options for his knight. You see, once you play knight here, you're limited with your options. That's all right. So knight here was a possibility. Knight here was a strong possibility, but he castled. That way he's still got all these options with his knight. as to which night tour he's going to make. Now here I am, I'm playing the Anish Giri bot. He's rated 2,800, and I have a decision to make. How do I get my pieces working actively? We all know that, well, I'm telling you, if you don't know already, a lot of you might know, but the computers always tell you it's good to clear the back rank, right? So that the castles, in other words, move the bishops out, the queens out, so that the castles can connect and operate together, right? And so that's one of the plans. So if you once you move your bishop, black moves the bishop, he can connect his castles. It's very important in chess. Well, I had to come up with a plan here. So I played knight d7. I knew that what Anish wanted to do, I knew what his plan was. I know that what he'd like to do is play a move like knight here and just push a pawn up here and start attacking me with a heavy artillery through here. Because he's got this square controlled, right? So I know that he would love to do something like that. So I thought, well, I've got to attack the black squares. So I came up with this idea of knight here. The idea was to hit his bishop, because if his bishop takes my knight, if this white bishop, it hasn't taken my knight so far. It's had 2 chances to take my knight, never took it. And if the bishop goes back here, look, it's a bad bishop. See the pawn structure? It's a bad bishop. So I thought, well, if I hit the knight, hit the bishop, he might take the knight off. So I thought, well, I'll go there and see what the artificial intelligence bot does. Anyway, he went bishop there. He just developed a piece. So you see what White's doing. White's just developing pieces and letting you worry about it. I played f5. I'll tell you why. I thought to myself, well, I played my knight here. That's 1 move with the knight. That's 2 moves with the knight. And if I go knight here, it's 3 moves with the knight. You know, in chess, there's another chess rule that a lot of people are not aware of. A lot of beginners are not aware of. And this is the chess rule, right? It's one of the chess secrets. Shh, don't tell anybody. No, try not to move the same piece 3 times in the opening. Have you ever heard that chess rule before? The Incredible. Have you ever heard that chess rule before? Topkey. Have you ever heard that chess rule before? Topkey says, thoughts on Hikaru winning Norway's chess. He's incredible considering how much content he pushes out. Absolutely. Hikaru is a genius. He's not just a chess player, he's a genius. Because I'm telling you now, it's very, very hard to stream and keep your wits about you and at the same time win big tournaments around the world against the best there is. Now, Hikaru is quite unique, and I used to always think that I was disappointed in Hikaru because he never became world champion, right? Remember, he got so close to playing off against Ding Liren or Jan Nepomniachtchi, right, for the world title, just missed it just by that much. He blew his last game in the candidates tournament, right? So I'm sure he would. Topkey, thank you for subscribing at Tier 1, my friend. Topkey, I must correct you, sir. You say, I think he has what it takes to become world champion. Well, Hikaru is world champion. That's right. Hikaru is the world chess champion of... Come on, tell him in the chat. Hikaru is the world chess champion of... No, not bullshit. Who said Hikaru is the world champion of bullshit? I think... Yeah, Fisher Random. Well done. AN70N_10 says, yes, he's the world Fisher Random chess champion, our Hikaru. Anyway, we're looking at this game between Anish Giri, the Super Grandmaster, 2,800. And I played F5. And the reason being is I want to create an imbalance. I thought I want to get F5 in whilst the white bishop is over this side of the board. Now, I would never play this move if that bishop was here. Never. Because he could have taken the pawn and then played D5, right? So the bishop was here. I can't play this move. But at this stage, I've got a nice pawn chain here. And I thought, well, that's what I can do. He took the pawn off, exclamation mark. The artificial intelligence bot Anish Giri has captured a pawn and got an exclamation mark from the chess engine at chess.com. So I recaptured with the rook. Apparently it's not the best move. But it doesn't lose any pieces that I can see. Anyway, he played knight to c3. White's winning. Excuse me. If you can see the bar on the side of the board, white's winning. You know, the evaluation bar. I've got to have this. Okay. Now, white has now connected the castles and the queens. There are no more minor pieces on the back rank. This is the back rank where the arrow is. White's fully developed now. Okay. And the only piece that white's got that is a bit suspect is his bishop. But let's see how white plays. White plays beautiful chess. I played the rook back before it could be attacked. I thought, no, I've opened up the file because I want a challenge on the file. I want to keep everything hunky-dory. He played rook e1. And I couldn't understand that move, I'll be honest. Maybe he wants to play d5 and break through and have the open e file. What he's probably saying, if I play d5 and I get the open e file, it's going to be harder for you to do anything. Well, I played knight f6, which is not a great move, but I thought, no, he might just want to just put the knight in here and squeeze me some more. So I thought, well, I know what I'll do. I'll play knight here, so if he plays knight here, I could take his knight off. Right? Anyway, he played d4, which is a logical consequence of all his other moves. He's actually, in this position, he's threatening to take the knight and then take the pawn, right? Take the knight, and if pawn takes knight, pawn takes pawn, he wins a pawn, and he's got a one game. And don't forget, I've still got my bishop on the back rank. Look, still here, this bad bishop. Because remember, it can't go anywhere over here. This is why this h3 move was very, mouse slip. This is why this h3 move here was very good. Anyway, so I played knight takes pawn. Now, why did I play knight takes pawn? In chess, very important to, when you're playing, there's another little chess rule. There's all these little chess rules, guides. You call them chess guides. Could I recommend some books by Purdy later? If you can, when a person much stronger than you, or if they've got a strong position, they've got a lot of pressure in the position against you, and spatial pressure and everything. If you can remove one of your minor pieces from the board, you can just lift the tension away, you know, like dissipate the pressure that you're under. At the moment, I'm under tremendous pressure in the centre. He's really smashing me. So I played knight takes pawn. If I play pawn takes pawn, I don't create any problems for him at all. I just create problems for myself. So I decided, no, I don't want to take the pawn and then leave my knight here. So I'm going to play knight takes pawn. And remember, his bishop was attacking my knight. Now it's attacking nothing, right? What's his bishop attacking? His white bishop? Nothing. That's right, Johnny. So he captured with the knight, which is the correct move. And remember, have a look at the bar on the side of the board. Always keep an eye on the bar, the evaluation bar. I took the knight. Now, does he take with the bishop or the queen? Well, he took with the queen. He should take with the bishop, right? But still, he played at a very high accuracy rate. So now I develop my last remaining minor piece, bishop d7. I get a question mark for this move. I thought it was a good move, mainly because I haven't got another move, right? What else do? I can't even play rook here to challenge the file. I can't do that because he's got a bishop on that square. So I want to swap bishops. I want to swap as many pieces as possible because I'm playing an Anish Giri bot, 2,800 rated, and he's already got control over the central squares, right? So he's got all this control. And spatial control can be converted to material advantage. That's another thing in chess. Anyway, he moves his bishop back, right? And what Anish Giri bot recognises here is that I have a weak king, right? He's recognised these white squares here, and this H pawn, and the fact that he may be able to play queen here at some stage and put pressure on a checkmate. And all he'd have to do is remove this knight, and I'd be under massive attack. Right? So that's why he moves the bishop back. So it'd be wrong to take this bishop, okay? This bishop is very strong. The white bishop here is much stronger than this bishop because of the spatial advantage that white has. So I played rook e8. I thought I've got to challenge the open file. He played knight to d5 question mark. But remember what I said earlier? I said what he's after is he wants to remove this knight so he can play queen here or queen here and get a checkmate, right? So that's his plan. So, oh, by the way, I can't take his knight. If I take his knight, he just takes back with the queen and steals, and it'll be check, right? And he'd be just stealing a pawn. So after knight takes knight, right, it'll be queen takes knight, king moves, and he steals a pawn. And then I can't give a Grandmaster bot a pawn start. The Grandmaster bot will murder me. Anyway. So he played knight there. So I played bishop there. Question mark. Anyway. He played rook to d1. Again, he's mobilising all his heavy artillery vis-a-vis the castles. He's got the open file here. He's supporting the knight here. And if I take the knight, he can crush me slowly with pawn takes back. And I'd have long-term pressure against this pawn here down the c file. You can always redirect his rook over here. So I took his knight with the knight, and he recaptured with the pawn. Now, see the bar on the side of the board? I'm still losing. I've always been losing against this bot. Anyway, I played the bishop back. I'm trying to run over here to give myself a little bit of protection, right, to my king. Anyway, played bishop there, question mark. What he wants to do is he wants to play bishop here and smash me with queen here, right? With the checkmating. See the two bishops? He wants to line them up against my king. Anyway, so I hit his queen first to chase him away. And he moved over there. So now what he's doing is he's protecting his pawn here. And he's still got this idea he'd like to steal this pawn. He's worked it out that this is better for him. Anyway, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. So I took his castle, and he took back with the castle. I thought, how do I hold this pawn? So I decided, I know what I'll do. I'll just push it. Now, have a look at the bar on the side of the board. I'm still losing against the Anish Giri bot. Do you know what's going to happen in this game? You're going to see one of the greatest comebacks against the Super Grandmaster you've ever seen in your life. You're going to see the best defense by me against the Super Grandmaster bot. You watch. So he played bishop there. And now I haven't got a problem. He's not attacking anything. So I played queen to F8. Why would I play a move like this? Well, I want to change castles, don't I? I want to change castles. Anyway, played rook here. He says, I'm not going to change castles. I'm going to attack your weak pawn. And it's in this position I thought, oh no, not my pawn. Now, if I play rook here and protect the pawn, you know what he'll do? He'll play queen here and attack it. And he's attacking two pawns. He'll be attacking this one twice, and he'll be attacking this one as well. So I can't play rook here. So I can't defend the pawn with the castle. Now, I don't want to, the last move I don't want to play is bishop here. If I play bishop here, my whole position's passive. I brought my bishop, which is active, to a passive position. And then I'll be locking my castle in the corner. So I thought, is there a better way to play the position? So I attacked his queen. And now he's winning, he's crushing me according to the engine. So he played queen to e4. Now he's threatening two different things, right? The Anish Giri bot is threatening to checkmate me here. It's threatening to checkmate me here. And it's threatening to take a pawn here. So he's skewering me. I feel like a roast on a spit. He's skewering me on both sides. So there's only one move, pawn here. It's the only move. And you're going to see great defence, despite the fact I'm going to lose a pawn. It's gone. White's winning. See the bar on the side of the board? So I've got to come up with good defence. So what did I do? Well, I played bishop hits queen. It's a very important move because that bishop's been annoying me for the whole game. But unfortunately, he moves his queen back. Now I thought, well, I better get a tempo. I could have, in this position, I could have played bishop takes bishop. But that's not a good move. It's a bad move, right? It helps him because my castle's out of action on the corner. The defence has got to be very accurate. So I played rook hits queen. I wanted him to feel the pressure with his bishop. He played bishop there. And I thought, you beauty, I'll take your bishop. Engine says it's a bad move, right? But I haven't got any good moves, right? It's all right for the engine to say, oh, John, that's a bad move. But I haven't got any good moves. The Super Grandmaster Giri bot is killing me. So he plays queen takes. Now, have a look at this position. What has white got and what has black got? Well, white's got all his control, his back rank safe. He's threatening a pawn here, queen takes pawn. He's got his rook on the 7th rank. I've got a weak king. I don't want to push that pawn. He will come in here and checkmate me. So what do I do? Well, I took his pawn off. That's what I did. And he took my pawn. Now this is very dangerous. At this stage of the game, it's looking bad for me, right? Anyway, I didn't know what to do. So I played the bishop back. And my plan was very simple. And that is, if he takes this pawn, I'm going to play rook here. Oh, no, sorry. if he takes this pawn, I'm going to play rook here and try to take his pawn. I can't because he's got rook here. Anyway, the bot decided, I will crush you. And watch what he does. He played queen there. So when you see a good move, look for a better one. This move is so strong, threatens checkmate. Look at this. So powerful. But you've got to find the defense. So where's the defense? Well, I'll show you. Bishop there. I had to stop the checkmate, right? Now, this is a fast game. It's not a slow game. It's a fast game. Who thinks they know what move the A.I.Bot played next? If you think that's a strong move, Topkey, have a look at what the A.I.Bot played next. He played bishop here. Double question mark. Now it looks like I could take his bishop, but no, he'll checkmate me. So how do you save it? Well, I'll show you what I did. Perfect counter defense. Exclamation mark. Forget about my king. I've got to go and get his king. He played king there. I played bishop checks, right? And the counter attack comes. He played pawn there. That's the only move. If he plays pawn here, my queen will checkmate him there, right? So he played pawn and hit the bishop. So I took his pawn with check, right? And then he played pawn here. Now remember, he's threatening checkmate. He's threatening to pin the queen. He's threatening all sorts of things. So I've only got one move on the board. Check. It's the only move. It's the only move I had. Now he can't come here because it's checkmate, right? So he wins the piece. I've only got one move on the board. Check! Exclamation mark. The A.I.Bot goes there and I checkmated him. So that is why good defense can turn into attack. Hoi! Got him. I beat the A.I.Bot. Checkmated the A.I.Bot. 37 moves. There you go. I hope you enjoyed that. So I turned the tables on the A.I.Bot. So, bit of fun there, guys. A bit of fun. I thought I'd show you that. That was really good, eh? Well, what the bot was doing was the bot's not allowed to be perfect at 2800, right? So at 2800 rating, the bot can't be perfect, but can play make a mistake. And I was playing fast, and the computer was playing fast. So I think what happened is it found a really good move, but it wasn't the best move. Good morning, Peter Jut31. Thank you, sir. Got 571 wonderful viewers. What we can do this morning is we want to congratulate Hikaru Nakamura for winning Norway chess. Congratulations, Hikaru. And what else is there going on now? I wonder where the